In the glittering heart of Dubai, where the sky gleamed like diamonds and the nights were painted in gold, lived an Arabian woman who commanded the city's airlight cycles with a single glance. Madame Miriam was not just so beautiful, but she was also very wealthy that people talked about her behind closed doors. Madame Miriam was also the mastermind behind an exclusive modeling agency. Madame Miriam's agency wasn't just a career maker, it was also a gateway to luxury and powerful connections. Madam Miriam had a very good eye for talent, so she would pick young fresh models from quiet towns. For these girls, Madam Miriam was like a modern day goddess, guiding them with a mix of charm and mystery. But behind the glamorous fronts, Madam Miriam ran her agency with a darker purpose, manipulating the models and leading them into twisted arrangements. From candlelight parties attended by the world's elites to hush meetings in glitz suits. Her models, blinded by ambition, followed her unknowingly into unspoken deals. One of these young ladies was Zara, a fresh beauty from Beirut with a spark in her eyes and dreams too big for her hometown. But Zara wasn't only Miriam's prize. Hidden among her models was Miriam's own daughter Lila, who believes her mother's agency was the pinnacle of glamour. Lila adored her mother, idolizing her as an emblem of power and success. Yet, as Leila dived deeper into the agency, shadows started to appear around her mother's perfect facade. One night, after a lavish event, Leila stumbled upon a group of models in a secluded room, their eyes filled with fear and their voice hushed with secrets. She lingered unseen, listening to their fragmented whispers, stories of deals, and mysterious rituals. Overwhelmed with betrayal, Leila confronted her mother, demanding to know what she has done. You don't understand, Madame Miriam said, her voice tripping with hatred. Furious by a need for justice, Leela made the decisions to expose her mother's empire and the darkness behind it. Working in secrecy, she gathered proof, email, documents, and testimonies from brave models who were tired of being trapped in Miriam's web. Finally, the day arrived. In a media frenzy, Leela revealed the truth about her mother's manipulation and the rituals she conducted. Madame Miriam's empire crumbled under the weight of her own daughter's revelations, and the next day she was arrested. The models, who had once been bounded by fear and secrecy, were now finally free to make their own choices and rebuild their careers. Each of the models, including Zara, found strength in this newfound independence. And as for Lila, she turned her mother's fail into her own path of redemption, helping the models reclaim their futures. Months passed, and Lila's life became intertwined with the models who had once been her mother's pals. Zara, the former star of the modeling agency, was also now a rising designer in her own right. Zara held her first solo fashion show on the very night Madame Miriam was sentenced to prison. Lila supported every model step of the way, giving them the kind of guidance her mother had promised them but never delivered. But even as her life grew brighter, Lila couldn't shake the shadow of her mother's influence. In an unexpected twist, she received a letter from her mother in prison, a note of apology, or perhaps a twisted attempt at manipulation. Madame Miriam's words, wrapped in a practiced eloquence, were still cold, trying to twist the blame onto Leila for destroying their family legacy. Leila folded the letter without a tear, realizing that her mother's pride has always outweighed her ability to truly love. On the night of her agency's official opening, Leela stood before her models, feeling the bonds of the shared resilience that connected them. They had all been tested, but now they stood stronger, bolder, and wiser in unity and justice. As the evening celebration began, the music played, laughter filled the room, and the models danced freely without the shadows of manipulation. And in the heart of the city that had once bowed to Miriam's influence was now replaced by a new generation of women who rose above stronger, brighter than ever before. Lila watched the models, knowing that at last they were truly free. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.